So this project is one of the great things about 3D printing, because you can use a 3D printer to make modifications to the 3D printer. So it's kind of recursive, let's say. So I'm using this HQA PETG filament, which I bought, and I've mentioned in other videos, HQA stopped making filament, but I'm going to use this up in any projects like this. For example, I printed these, my old side loader arms, and this axle, which this is ABS. I printed this in ABS originally, but it ended up cracking. So that's another video. You can watch that. So this is this is wide, so I have to use the narrower spacers. So we put this on, not that. We put this on this side. Now with the new side loader, we'll just be able to just plop it over here and have it just feed right into the printer right here. So hopefully that's how it's going to work. Originally I thought about getting a new side loader because one of these arms, I bumped it and one of these arms broke. So to print a new arm, I ended up printing like this because. And it actually worked pretty well. So I said, well, maybe there's some other side loader that works like that, and I found it. So that's what I'm working on. All right, so this is a wide reel, so I have to use the narrower spacers. That keeps it from wandering around. On the new side loader, the shape, as I said in the other video, earlier in this video, the shape of it is going to keep it from wandering around too much. So just going through the side. Now for the new side loader, I may have to modify how I'm feeding it through the side of this camera. In fact, I want to try to maybe reprint this bracket. Although this works pretty well the way it is. So we'll see how I have to attach this, the new one, and what I have to do with this. I would keep this mesh, this cover on here with the slots in it because it helps control the temperature. So one of the good things about the Dreamer is that it has internal temperature control. It's an enclosed cabinet, and it has a thermostat over in the front over here on the side, on this side, and some software and fans on the back to if it gets too hot inside the cabinet, it exhausts hot air out the back. So that's one of the benefits, especially printing with PETG, ABS, and things that require higher temperatures. For PLA, it doesn't really matter that much. I usually print with the top off if it's warm at all outside. Okay, so let's print this up. I'll switch over to the time lapse, and 8 hours or so later, we'll have a good result, hopefully.
So this is the spool holder that caught my attention as far as after I noticed I could just hang a spool over one of the arms sticking out when my other one broke. So I said, this looks really interesting. And then I started digging around. One thing that's really good to do when you find a design you like is to look at the remakes. The remixes, rather. So I looked around through some of the remixes because I was trying to find one that had a bracket specific for the Dreamer NX, which I never ended up finding. But I did end up finding this one. And I like the features of this one because, as I'll describe as we go along, it's got self-centering filament roll because it's called wasp waisted, so it's thinner in the middle. It's got these big shoulders on the side to keep the filament from coming off. So I was a little concerned. This has little kind of small little bumpers here on the end. I was a little concerned that a really heavy reel might come off. It probably wouldn't, but anyway, so this is the design I started with, and then I ended up modifying it, as we'll see throughout the rest of this video. And I'm going to be uploading my remix once I get all done. Alright, so it's time to come up with a new way to side load the reels into the Dreamer NX, and I'm going to try this system because it uses roller bearings, or actually they're not roller bearings, they're skateboard bearings you put on these pins here, and they sit in this little carriage, and then this carriage attaches to this bracket on the side of your printer or the side of a piece of wood. This is designed for a 3/4 inch piece of plywood. So we'll have to do some adapting on this part, but this should run a lot smoother. Right now we're relying on friction between the axle and the reel itself, whereas this will rely on the friction in the roller skate bearings, or the skateboard bearings, and that should be a lot less. So it should spin a lot smoother. It'd be simpler to add on. You just put the reel over this rod, stick it over this carriage with this roller in the middle, and just feed the filament instead of those spacers and so forth. So I'm hoping this will be simpler. We'll see. However, this is the original design. It has some problems. One is it's got this pin on the end here, and you'd have to have supports under here, which is kind of not the optimal. So there's a thing on Thingiverse. I'll have a link to the original and also the one I'm going to use. There's a thing on Thingiverse called Remake. So you can take a design that somebody made and remake it and post to your files. I've done that a couple times. So this is the revised one. Number one, he made some holes in the carriage, so it's lighter, I guess. And the most important thing, though, or the two most important things, is he removed the pin from the bottom of this roller, and now it's flat with a hole in the bottom. And then he made two pins over here. He used hexagonal pins that will fit into this hole and make a complete roller with pins on both sides that the roller bearings, the skateboard bearings can go on. So he made two different sizes depending on how your filament works. You know, you can just see which one fits the best and glue it in. So we'll be doing that. But the main thing is he redesigned the roller so it's got this swale on it. So you can see that the center here is thinner than the edges, and it's got this big shoulder here to keep the reels from coming off. That's what I'm worried about. Those things are heavy, and if they came off, that would be a disaster. So he put this, and so by having this as a slope, the reel will tend to recenter itself in the middle here. And he had to redesign the carriage to allow for these shoulders sticking out. So we're going to try to print this and see if it works better.
Get it off the print bed here. Simplified 3D predicted 7 hours and 54 minutes, and it actually took 8 hours and 37 minutes. So that's about typical. I'm not sure what the percentage is, but usually add at least for a long print like this, you know, half an hour, 40 minutes to the print just to get it done. So it's not a big deal. When I'm printing for production, I write down what the times are, because the printer is consistent. It's the Simplified 3D that consistently underestimates, or anything longer than about 10-15 minutes it's off by minutes to tens of minutes. So all right, so these little plugs came out okay. Came off cleanly, so good bed adhesion and not too strong. I have had problems on a couple things where with PETG the bed adhesion was too strong and it caused all sorts of problems. Alright, so we already lost, here's some of the support material that's already coming out. I'm going to clean it up over on the workbench, but the inside printed pretty clean. Could use a little bit of sanding maybe. It's got some bumps. That's pretty easy to do. I have a sanding set. Here's the bracket. See when that comes off. That's got quite a bit of support material to cover that opening. So there's the support material. Looks like it'll come out pretty well. One thing good about Simplified 3D is their support generation is, you know, it's custom for their program, they say, but it actually works pretty well. I've had good luck with their. Sometimes it takes some tweaking, but so the bottom of this also had support. That'll give a nice, clean, flat finish to the top of that cavity, which is going to accept one of these pins. So let's take it over to the workbench and we'll analyze it a little more carefully.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Post a comment if you have any questions or ideas, and I'll try to respond. That's all for now, but more videos are coming, and if you want to see them, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification icon if you don't want to miss one. This is Beta Signy signing out, and keep looking up.